Hey guys, it's Stephanie here. It's a beautiful evening. It's that time of night where everything just seems to glow. Anyway, my sister-in-law has been wanting a flower bed arranged and I was lucky enough to be able to do it. It's really fun to help other people put flowers in their flower beds. So behind me is the flower bed I arranged. I already have everything in the ground and I kind of just wanted to show you what it looks like. There's some fun varieties in here. So this area right here gets a lot of part shade to full sun under this tree. It is south facing, but that tree provides some dapple shade, but it also gets a lot of sun. So a lot of these plants I put in here are full sun slash part shade plants. And they're also really resilient, tough plants and don't require as much water, except for I did put a few Delphiniums in there, which require a little bit more water. But I wanted to make something low maintenance for her. She wanted something that wasn't going to be hard. Definitely leans towards the cottage style, so I bought a lot of those fun types of flowers. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so I kind of started right here. This whole flower bed was empty. It's kind of in a triangular shape, and right here there were a lot of big roots from the tree, so I kind of had to leave that open right there. But they'll kind of spread and fill in, so it'll look nice. So the first thing I did was just put a Helen Von Stein lamb's ear here. I think it's going to be really, really pretty against those rocks. And it just is such a heat tolerant plant. Doesn't require a lot of anything, to be honest. It just wants sun and it divides super well. So I'm going to kind of let that fill in right here. So it provides some nice silver foliage. And then she has a peony right there, some Japanese iris. And so I thought it'd look cool as it spread throughout those rocks. Especially with this coral bell that I planted here. So look how cute these are. I love coral bells. They almost behave like evergreens in our climate. They don't seem to lose their leaves. In the spring they get a little bit raggedy, so you just cut off the ones that are a little bit worn. And they're just really, really pretty. They just provide such a nice dark purple color and they get these cute little flowers. So all of these flowers I planted in here, they bloom about the same time, early summer to midsummer, late spring, but they also are great at reblooming. This is a variety of Heuchera and coral bells that can handle the heat. I added some Phlox right here. This variety is a dwarf variety and it's called Pink Flame. It has a beautiful hot pink flower. It only gets about 16 to 20 inches tall. I put 3 of them here just to make a nice mass color. I think it's going to look beautiful with those coral bells. And what I love about this plant is that when it starts to bloom and those first blooms kind of start to fade, I call it fluffing the phlox. So that's kind of what I'm doing here, is you kind of just fluff off those dead blooms and then they'll produce a second set of blooms, so you get blooms all summer long. It's a really fun, beautiful plant. It does like a little dappled shade in our hot climate, so it's going to be perfect under these trees, but it will get plenty of sun. It doesn't need a lot of watering. And then the next one I have here is called Catmint. I love Catmint. It blooms all summer long. As long as you cut off those first flush of blooms, once they die, it will just bloom all summer long. It's just a no-fail perennial, hardy, drought tolerant. And then I added some Geranium, Carmine, Biacova here. So I have 3 of them in this flower bed that are going to run along this rock wall. But I think they're all going to look really beautiful together with the silver, the maroon, that hot, bright pink phlox. And they're just going to flow really nicely together. They're all great companion plants, great combinations, and you're just going to love hearing those bees on that catmint. They have these beautiful silver leaves also. Right here is some Delphinium. This is enough said, right? This is why I plant this beautiful flower. There's nothing quite like Delphiniums. This is the blue bee variety. It doesn't get super tall. I'll link it down below. It gets about 16 inches tall to 20 inches, so I don't know if it will need staking. I haven't grown them yet, but I thought they looked cool around this lamp post. I kind of just surrounded it. And then this next flower is a Coreopsis. This is absolutely a beautiful variety. And then, like I said, right there is my 3 Geranium of the Carmine. But look at this flower. It is absolutely gorgeous. Little trumpets, it looks like. I think the bees are going to love that too. And I love having the yellow with that blue Delphinium. This next one is called Allium. This is the Millennium. It has cute little balls on it, provides nice texture. I put them in a group of 5 because they look really great in masses. And then, like I said, here's my last little Geranium. And then right here, I planted some Yarrow. This is the Firefly Yarrow. I love Yarrow because it has such beautiful leaves. They're very soft. They flow in the wind and they're really soft to the touch. and then it has little flat head flowers on the top that kind of remind me of Queen Anne's lace. But these are no fill. They handle any soil. Right here it's a little bit of a clay soil, sandy, but they just will handle anything, and they don't need any water really. They're very drought tolerant, great xeriscape plant. So as all of these fill in, I think it's going to look absolutely awesome. They're all going to blend well together. I hope you guys liked this video. It was so much fun helping my sister-in-law plant this flower bed together. She's actually been wanting to do it for a while, and I think she's starting to get that gardening itch. So I might be here next year and maybe the year after. It'll be a lot of fun to keep helping her. Anyways, I hope you guys have an awesome day gardening, and we'll see you later.